All right. Wonder if that's too loud. That's okay. It's not too loud for stream. It's pretty rocking for me. I'll turn down my speaker just a second. There's the announcement that I am alive because my bot never gets a day off. Okay. Hello, Jindra. How is thee? You're doing okay? That's good to hear. So, as you can probably tell by the title and how it's not maybe the most appropriately formatted, almost had an Uma career ruined by Slacker. Worst. That's how it should be oriented. The part 1 should be after Guild, not Kenshi. Because while this is going to be a little project of mine, because I am not fucking willing to give up on this goddamn project. I want to do something fun, seeming. That's just me chilling and chatting with people. Like, the issue we definitely ran into is that with all the mods, some shit broke. Why that shit broke, I'm not 100% certain. So I want to start over, and I want to start with the base game instead of like with everything. As much as I know that the base game pretty fucking well. I don't know it entirely, and also we're playing with a specific rule set. So once again, I want to go over that really, really quick with like the very start of like, you know, planning, because here are like the ground rules. Like, remember, this is an adventurers guild. We go after bounties. We resolve local issues. So like, you know, there are a whole shitload of like animal nests in an area that might be like, we could reasonably argue would threaten like trade routes and shit. We would go and deal with that. This is not a situation where we put entire factions under new management. So we don't go over to United Cities or over to the fucking Holy Nation and say, hey, I really don't appreciate what you're doing with people, so go fuck yourselves, and then conquer them, as much as that is morally incorrect. We should do that, but we are going to exist in this world, and we are going to treat it as if that's how shit is. Now, if along the way, say we were hired, conceivably, like, our base is next to Liberators. No, not Slacker. Yeah, no, fuck Slacker and Uma Musume. If we're next to Liberators, and it would be within the guild's best interests to fight alongside them, I am not going to say no. So from the start, we scout the local area to determine what is in demand and what is in supply, because we're going to do random start again, because while I did disable pretty much every fucking mod that I had installed originally, I kept some of them. Some of them that increased performance, that fixed some bugs, rebalanced food, because that was a big one. Trigger thrice in the lead up to the URA finale with a mood hit each I'm glad your run wasn't ruined. I have been grinding away at Rice Shower myself. I haven't done much playing today. I want to do 10 more careers before the event is over. So I'm going to be up late tonight. And I've been playing a shitload of block game, but that's besides the point. But yeah, we scout the local area, provided that the random start doesn't drop us off in the middle of, like, you're gonna die town. And determine what is in demand and what is in supply, because we're going to basically establish trade routes, something that an adventurer would do. Which is boring in Prospect. In a dangerous world, it could be an important task that we run trade routes initially, because traders aren't going to do it themselves. We're not going to cheese our way to victory, so I'm not just going to, like, sit there and mine until I got, like, all of the money in the world. Because that is something that anyone and everyone can use. Once we get a base established and we get citizenry, we will use mining, right, to help develop that base. But I am not going to just mine and make money, because that's a way to make free money. We're only going to recruit generic characters. That's where the point redemption, which is... How much was it again? How much was it again? How much was it again? No, seriously, how much was it again? Should be in there. What the fuck? The name generator. You throw character names in there, and they will be part of the guild. If you don't have names in there, I am just going to name them random bullshit. And one of the things that will be done is we'll have to determine a location for the first Adventurers Guild outpost. Ideally, we'll find a location near town or between towns to establish said base, so that way it can operate as a sort of, like, hey, do you need somebody to do your shit? You come out here to this outpost. Or, hey, we are a checkpoint in a trade route, so you can come here to rest, kind of a thing. There was a rule about how we're not going to recruit children. In the base game, children don't exist, so I actually just got rid of that rule, because it doesn't fucking matter. So with all that, new game. So, by default, we got, like, Wanderer, Wandering Trader, Cannibal Hunters, Holy Sword, Hive Exile, Son of a Captain, The Slaves. But then, here we go. Wanderer. Totally random. You're either fucked or you're not. That's one of the modded ones. Rock Bottom is another one. Bunch of Wanderer starts that remained modded in. So we're going to go with Wanderer. Totally random. We don't need advanced options. Begin. And like I said, this is mostly unmodded. There's like performance and optimization mods that are still installed. There's some rebalancing mods, namely for food. I think cut efficiency removal is been disabled. So cut efficiency is back and can disable shit. Or it can get fucky, I mean. Party size expansion still in there? If it's not, it'll be something I add later, and if like that requires a reload, the game will be reloaded. I don't think something like that will require a reload, but as I said, if it's not, then I'll fix it. Okay. So while it is smart to have Mana, somebody who fights with her fists, to not be a Shek, I think Shek is still the best fit. Higher toughness, higher attack, higher strength. We just don't get good dexterity, which is necessary for dodge, I think. Athletics is not great, stealth is not great, farming is not great, thievery is not great, robotics is not great, science is not great, laboring is not great, and dodging, you know, the thing that you need for being a good martial artist, is not great. One of the rebalancing things that is in this, though, is that, if somebody is really good at two-handed, if they get disarmed, they don't suddenly become a fucking threat of, like, martial artistry. That is one rebalancing that I did keep. I pulled out a drink because I am thirsty, and I have not been feeling 100% the past few days, but, you know. Skin and bones. I will do my best to be quick through character creation. Got the right idle stance, I got the right, or the skin tone that I like. Posture. Shoulder set, higher or lower. There, leg length. I'm gonna do longer legs, but slightly shorter body. Arm bulk. No, not quite that big. Hands can be a little smaller. Chest. Gigantic. We're not gonna have a chest that big. Breast size. While funny, no. Breast height. Spacing. Stomach. Waist. Wow. Don't got a lot of room to mess with the waist there, huh? Hips. Leg bulk. Shape. It's also a little bit smaller. Face. Like I said, I'm trying to be quick. So instead of spending the whole stream here, we only spend about half the stream here. Hold on me. My drink is carbonated and it threatened to become a geyser. Alright. See, without all the mods, we have like so fewer customization options. Feel nude! But I wanted to disable like literally everything. Because I don't know what broke the thing. I have a suspicion it's related to AI, but lots of mods. Could have been any number of them. Thick. We'll go for something that looks reasonable. Aye. There we go. Before starting stream, though, I was contemplating, like, I could play block game. But then I'm like, of all the things that I could play, really? And I'm like, yeah, we'll keep going with my project. 100. Kind of round up, soften the face. Even though the bones are going to give it some jagged angles. Mouth size. Mwah. Width. Nose width. Nose length. Basically, do we have a witch's nose or not? At least that's how I've always looked at it. Granted, it's probably not the best way to look at it. Position. Mana doesn't really have a very long nose. Tilt. Morale position. Furrowed. Oh, surprised! Her. Her. Tilt. Honestly, I think, like, the 0 is... Eye depth. Way in the back or way far forward? A little ways forward. I'm watching you. Closeness. Alien or alien but in the other direction? Eyes as big as her stomach. Tilt. Height. 0 was just about right, but we'll do 5. Jaw. Chin depth. We have an underbite or an overbite. We'll have an overbite. Chin height. Closer to the lips. Chin width. A little bit on the skinnier side. Curves. Specifically the horns. How curvy are they? Length. Length. The whole idea is, like, if you're going to be a martial artist, your things probably weren't very long. Thickness. Body length. Should be all settings. Hair! You don't have hair. Or do you have hair color? Okay. And your name is Manafa. Cool. Alright. Are you ready to get totally boned based on where we start? There's like 3 places that I'm like, please don't be there. Please don't be there. And one of them was the fucking mist aisle, so here we go. Oh! Oh. I'll be real, there are worse starts. There are far worse starts. So we are literally starting where, like, bandits and nomads live. Okay, checks out. Something to investigate while I'm here. Okay, we don't have that. Give me 1 minute then. Manafa stream unmodded. Because that was not like a dedicated mod I had, that was because of another mod. And if I had to guess, it was because of Universal Wasteland expansion. So let me find a mod. I am subscribed to too many mods. Like, no, actually. Relevance, popular. Some of these are different party starts. The big one is the increased party size. Old-ish mod, but I'm pretty sure that's what we need. Alright. Subscribe. Give me just a minute. We're gonna restart the game. It shouldn't require a whole, like, new save file. It should just change some value in the game. Me make sure that it is positioned in my assorted list. Oh no. Give me a tick. Let me put up intermission. I thought that would take a little bit less time. Because part of the issue is going to be, like, if it's not enabled by the start, then where did it get auto-sorted to? Would start with an I. Lord, I don't know where it ran off to. It is possible it's not part of the mod list because of the way that the value is just changed. Not impossible. But I am not able to find it, which is a bit of a problem. Well, I suppose we will just see. Ugh. Let's check. I want to check first before I get back or put the stream back on the game, so just give me a moment. What? No. Okay, so it wasn't enabled. Let me try again. You want to do a thing. Worst case, if I can't get it to work, we'll just keep going without it. Refresh the list. Oh yeah, I also turned off the unofficial patches and such. Ah, there it is. It is literally... It is labeled as Sparkle Dog. Recruitment size 256. Handy. Alright. That's sorted. Okay, lightly modded it is. It almost fit under miscellaneous, but bit of a patch. They'll get sorted under MISC. There we go. Okay. Okay. So what's the plan here? Well, now that I got the party size increased one, the plan is to basically get an Adventurers Guild going. So the end goal is to collect every bounty and probably go to the bottom right and conquer what's-his-tits. Which will be tricky, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Crashed. Now, why did you crash? I'm aware that it crashed. You got it right. His name is What's-His-Tits. I don't remember. I actually didn't kick his ass the first time I played through and got, like, all the way through. Crash because I clicked it the wrong time then. That time it didn't crash. Gotta love it when games just crash randomly and then proceed not to replicate it. This is not a first-time playthrough, gotcha. Technically, no. My first playthrough, while had a lot of hours, I've since deleted the save. You couldn't tell by my save list. And, like, I mostly played with one character, but established a base, and then I got bored, and I'm like, okay. Stealth is overpowered. Alright. Mod shouldn't require... Aha! There we go. And our squad size can go all the way up to 48. Will I ever need that many characters in one squad? I don't know, but 256 characters is definitely a little bit of a small improvement. Okay. So, we started in the swamps. I already don't fucking like this place because of the goddamn blood spiders. Probably speaking of which. Right on cue. This is not a fun place to start. But if we're going to... If we want to, like, stay relatively close to where we start, which is going to be here in the swamps. Stream name, I thought you had the Adventurers Guild mod installed. I am aware that there is that mod. From what I understand, you'd get 200 members in no time. Yeah, no, that is a mod that I was experimenting with before with this little project. The idea is that I am the one running the Adventurers Guild. 1,000 cats is my name, and we have to, or at least to start making money. Trading is how we're going to do it. That's gonna be a fucking bitch. Swamp. We are going to have to train our athletics. So you'd recruit, train, disband? I don't know about the disband part, but we're going to be hunting bounties. Recruit, train, get them going, do some shit, and recruit, train. Once we collect all the bounties, we will go for the final trial, which is down here. And hopefully we win that one. Because we're not going to, like, get into any major geopolitics stuff. Much as, like, there is, like, morally we should get stuck in with the slavery shit, but that's not what an adventure guild would do, now would they? They're in it to make money, typically. That's our store? Where's your fucking sign to say so? You don't have one. Okay. Oh, it's probably because you're yelling, drugs! Drugs for sale! Being a slave is the biggest adventure. It's definitely interesting. My running into a town with fucking hashish is a... It gets a pass. Yeah. Be a choice. Might be able to do something with a bit of hemp and rice weed. I don't want to fucking start my adventure being a goddamn drug dealer. That's interesting. Huh. Well, alright then. That's one of the mods that I've kept, which is a nutrition rebalance. And apparently, regular thin fish is more nutritious than the dried fish, which I guess that checks. You lose some nutritional value when you just eat the dried product. Whereas, like, you know, keep a fish fresh probably has more nutrients for you. Grab a couple of those. Okay, that is nice. We do kind of get to just chill out. And I don't know if we get to sleep anywhere. Thievery is not something we should do. Drugs, you always get to chill out. I mean, yes, technically. Oh, also, while this is totally not a thing you should do with a Shek character, Mana is a martial artist. So she gonna punch shit. She's not going to whack it with a stick. In them swamps, everything gets chills. Yes, they do. But, yeah, no, any Kenshi player worth their salt would probably see me taking a fucking weapon off of a Shek and be like, what are you doing? We don't play to min-max, we play to write stories and have characters. I don't remember where the fucking villages are. Not that it matters in this case, because we're not going to get a good price. I know we should not go west. Hemp is illegal in the United Cities. So we shouldn't go east. So we shouldn't go northeast while we have hemp in our inventory. Can't go to the Holy Empire. The literal biggest concern is because we're out in the swamps, we gotta deal with blood spiders. And those fuckers will rip me to shreds. I do the exact same, where I go completely against what the race gets easiest XP-wise. Yeah, no, it's just more fun that way. Plus, we will want to establish some place here in the swamps, probably, that is a good base of operations. Which I have not built a swamp base, but I'd rather blood spiders over skin spiders any day. To be fair, even in my first playthrough, I always did my best to avoid confrontation with either of the spider-type enemies, so fair point. Blood spiders are squishier. The Swampers is strong. We take some jobs here. Did I leave in a dialogue fix? Because that is some weird dialogue. Again, I left in like more minor mods, but then kept in some other ones that would optimize performance, and some that are like, this isn't really going to change anything. We are going to head over to Shark. Running from danger is Kenshi's go-to in most cases. True that! True that. We are going to do some speed up while I do my best to keep my eyes on things. The swamp, with all the mods installed, was prone to crashing, even with the performance-enhancing stuff. So I have a very real fear, that this is going to crash. Okay, so I know one of the mods I believe that is still there is increased discoverability range. Bleh. Who do we have here? That's another thing about being in the swamps. For an Adventurers Guild, we're never going to be, short on problems. Here, I'm actually going to snooze the ads since we only just started playing. Performance enhancing stuff. Sounds like a sports coach who just won't admit he's doping his team. I mean, in a way, considering that they're mods and for many a game. I don't like how you're running to approach me. Shit! Run! Since mods are often against terms of service for many games, it is kind of, you know, you are the game player who won't admit. That you're using enhancement drugs like steroids to improve your game. Also, I need to flee? Am I lucking out and you're just too heavy to catch up? I think I'm lucking out and you're just too heavy to catch up. Fuck me running. Is that the rest of your team? Did they just like say, yeah, fuck it? You're gonna become a hashish mule and nope. Nope. Fuck that. It'd be a humble start, but I only have the Shek Kingdom to do that with, and they're gonna check me immediately at the door. Okay, I also think one of the mods I kept installed was a little bit more dialogue. You are not giving that up, huh? Are you guys gonna shoot him? Please tell me you're gonna shoot him. Please? Help! Ah, fuck. Well, ow. Oh, now you're gonna shoot him! I fucking see how it is. Stealing your shit. Fuck you. Have my old pants. That. Click on him, see how fast he's running. I know, but while he was chasing after me, his saber skill was showing up instead. But I think I can pull up his character menu when I do that, right? No. Fucking mother... What? 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 You know what? I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna keep moving. There's the dancing skeleton. Oh, the air. Oh, yeah! I forgot that expands. Well, fair enough. Hey there. You want to buy this hat? Could you imagine? What a weird fucking question to ask somebody. Hey, you want to buy this hat? Yeah, they're not gonna buy that, like, to any extent. I usually always have it up. Yeah, no, that's gonna be useful. We don't have any fucking martial arts skills, so I'm actually going to sell that. I would rather like to build up some, so I will sell that. Is that? Yeah, we'll just run around in our underwear for a while. It's fine. We're not welcome in the Holy Kingdom anyway. That stays for the swag! You're not wrong. If Hub is anything like it is modded, they will pay cats hand over fist for first aid supplies. But that's meta information. and I don't want to play, like, with meta information in mind. Like, I actually want to try and, like, do this as a, you know, one day Mana in universe woke up and is like, you know, I'm gonna make an adventurer's guild. So what mods have you subscribed to? It's a long list. Universal Wasteland Expanded, Kaizo, number of mods that can add cosmetic-y stuff, some storage-related mods, martial art improvement. There's a list. There's a list. Reactive World, I think, is another one that's big. I'm pretty sure my name is not Proton John. Anyway. Like, God, I would have to actually pull up my subscription list to get you a full rundown. There's always a list for this game's mod. I mean, yes, but those are the mods that are presently active. See, you asked me for what mods I am subscribed to. I am subscribed to way more mods than what I have here. Oh, I still have the better AI for NPCs. We're gonna see if that's what breaks the AI for when people raid my base. Because if it is, that's gonna be fun to get rid of. But yeah, stuff like sensible nutrition. Slavers sell confiscated goods because that would just make sense. But that's kind of the list. Right now, I almost hit exit, so I'm going to now hard save. Version 3. That shit would crash your game one day and never work again. Fair. That is a big booty. I am not complaining about the big booty. I am, however, asking some questions. How many squats does Mana do? Quit staring. No! Do what I want. Oh, I can apparently buy a house as well. For 4? Wow, actually? Huh. Ears. Them legs are for running. Why are you surprised? Touche. Talk to you. Rasthen. Getting to know who are probably recruitables is good. I'm sorry, Blammo. Most of the settlers in the cities are refugees of cruelty in one form or another. Enslavement or exile mostly. Majority of them use their freedom to victimize other victims. So cruelty breeds cruelty, an infinite cycle. So my thighs would be built that of mountains if I ever was in this world, so that is not surprising. Touche! You would learn how to run, and if you could make the cats, you would carb load something fierce. And all that weight's going to your thighs. So is all that protein. So you don't like it here. This isn't the worst society I've seen. I see a darkness here. There's the anti-slavers. Charge 6 that I don't have enough money. Trust me, I would love to recruit a skeleton, because skeletons are fucking great. We've got a regular ass Greenlander. It looks like we have a... Why do I never remember? We have a not beep. That's a hiver. That's what my brain had come up with. A not beep. That is our travel store. Who's a prick? Let's go up and in here. What sort of goods are you selling? Not pants. Shame that. I feel like you're testing Lady Luck the longer you stay in the swamps with 1 stats right now. No, you're right. You're right. That is absolutely something I am doing on accident. Sadly, you don't have anything really that I... Well, we can actually buy this for possible trading purposes. Same with that. I'll sell you that. You can have that. Well, I'm not going to steal from them. There is a weapons store. Pretty sure that is the casino over there, or... That's a faction base. No, there are just 2 bars here. It's called a big shop. Did I perhaps come at a bad time? I'm gonna assume I came at a bad time. It's the smithy, but, the smith is getting into a bit of a kerfuffle. In fact, everybody is. I get the sense I'm gonna have to get out of town sooner rather than later. Fish will make you happy! Depends. Yeah, there are fights breaking out right now. All because it looked like somebody had an issue with somebody else. What are you buying? You actually... Oh God, I wish. Train strength at the same time? Are you kidding me? Sounds like a fantastic excuse. Let's grab ourselves a couple of fabric, too, while we're at it. Alright, so we got a bunch of rice weed, some hemp, which we can buy cheaper here. We've got some medication, and some thin fish. We have the hat for style. We are going to run out of here naked. Hopefully the Shek Kingdom likes all this shit. My money is on no. I don't like cutting through the waters, but that might be my best bet. Because... Now we're going to stay out of the water. Partly because that's a high risk, and also to not meta, because I do remember where the Shek Kingdom cities roughly are. Which would just... no bueno. Lady Luck's getting real impatient with you. Yeah, I can tell. I'm leaving. I'm gonna start making my way out of the swamps. What's a few level ups in swimming? The stat that comes up the least? Well, arguably. Outside of any stat that you don't actively use, like, oh, this is a martial arts character. They're not using weapons. Your attack stat's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, that is actually wickedly helpful. Loading, go away. There we go. We'll make ourselves a pit stop at this village, at the very least. We don't need food, because we got the thin fish. But we do want to keep going. What's with all this swearing? Let's size up extra, yeah! Is this just village? Pretty sure ads are going to play any second now. There's a trading post. We have 300 cats left. Let's save some cats for when we get out of here. We will probably return to build a base since this is where we spawned and it's unlike spawning fucking here, we can actually do something with this. Cool. Well, we gotta swim. Run the speed. Very slow. I love Automod. Oh, there are the ads. Ads finally said, hey! It's time to go. Let's take a break. Get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. I know we didn't get a lot accomplished thus far, but otherwise don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Kenshi. I'll see you guys in a bit. Ads are done. God damn. Fog Islands ain't that bad. Now try fucking around Southeast and you'll find out. I'm looking at you, skin bandits. God. Yeah, in my first playthrough, I saw the skin bandits. I'm like, I'm gonna go the other way. Just noped out of those encounters. Didn't try to fuck with that. Mana, you good? Considering these are swamps, I can't imagine that water is very fun to wade around in. Oh boy. Speed up just a skosh. Hey, look! We're swimming! Now I have a skill of 2! 3! And now swimming will come up again, maybe all of twice. I also realized that my pathfinding AI is still up. So at the very least, if the AI breaking on base invasions is because of that, then we can narrow it down and figure out why shit just breaks when they do that. We will, again, stop by Rot. It is turning to night. Pretty sure my... Not Pathfind? Well, sure, your one stat is still bad if you're in Fog Island. Let's say if you have 30 attack and 30 defense, you have a chance to 1v5 regular fog drones, whereas if you fight with those same stats 1-to-1 with a skin bandit, pray. To who? Just pick a god. Pick a god and pray. You ain't gonna live. Hey, we're at 6 athletics. Get back here. With the character race that... Chakran, of course. Yeah, I guess. Preferably a mighty god, like Lady Tokimi. We're all nerds around here. Affectionate. You lost track of time. Doing what, pray tell? I'm gonna say, I highly doubt that store is open. So really, we just stopped here as a checkpoint while sticking to the roads. Mostly to make sure that if I encountered something along the road, I could have a chance to live. Anime won't save you in post-apocalypse, I'll tell you that much. Well, this is post-apocalypse where katanas reign supreme, so I don't know how to run with that. Anime very well could save you if you got really good at swinging a sword around. Oh yeah, it's dark. It's dark. It's rainy, and if I do this, you just see a black screen. Keep going. Fuck, I guess this is Evangelion, the game. God, I wish, but considering what little I do happen to know about some of the lore, no, but actually... Make your own religion and shit. I think Evangelion would already have happened. Again, no, but actually... Like, I don't know all of the lore stuff, but there's so much that implies that considering where we're at, Evangelion... Yeah, exactly, Evangelion, the aftermath, the game. Exactly. Also, yeah, no, this is how miserable swimming is at first. You move so slow, and if it were properly implemented, I'd have to worry about, like, an invisible swimming stamina. Alright, you guys can't see diddly squat. Because of enhanced lighting. Sorry. If I had a light, that would help. We are running in the dark in the rain. Oh, good! I was going to go right, but now I am going to go left. In Rebuild, I think by the end, the world was 4 apocalypses deep. Well, to my knowledge, Kenshi at least is maybe 1 apocalypse deep. Sums of Kenshi, I suppose. Yeah, because if I had to guess, that's not a, yeah, that's not a swamp raptor, is it? No, that is a swamp raptor nest. Two apocalypses, actually. Oh, goody. I might be able to go that way then. I just don't know if I want to take the risk and stay in the swamp for much longer. I'll try it. I shouldn't be attacked by swamp raptors, but then again, I'm going to come across their nest. I can't even see the bastards, so... There's a reason What's-His-Tits faction is called the Second Empire. That's just his name now. His name is What's-His-Tits. I'll figure out how to mod. I'll make a mod just for this playthrough where we come up upon him in the finale and his name is What's-His-Tits. Yeah, it's like the only thing the mod does. It's like, who's that guy? What's-His-Tits. That's his legal name, but full name is What's-His-Tits the Mad. See, I feel like What's-His-Tits the Perturbed, or whatever would work, because then we'd say, calm your titties. This bit is... What is this bit? What's-His-Tits the Disturbed. Ah, yes, the borders are fixed, so we're not quite in the borderlands yet. Now we're in the border zone. Okay, I was gonna say, it should stop raining momentarily. Maybe we'll get to see the modded skybox, maybe not. But we're gonna keep going. We should be safer, relatively speaking. Now the thing we have to worry about are dogs. Bone dogs, specifically. And bandits. But, I mean, whoever makes the region lines nearly never gets it 100% right, no matter what mod. Yeah, and I have a mod installed that is supposed to fix the region line, so now the map's just wrong. Period. Holy military base. Oh, goody. Let's stay away from that. Because, like, even if it would technically be meta, a shek would know that the Holy Nation do not like them. Wait, no, but that's one, not the actual one. Isn't it a ruined one? Technically, okay, now I'm curious. Technically, yes. Not impossible that it could still have people there. What, did I fuck it? Well, actually. Yeah, I could see it from here. I messed up the sentence. You're good. Not the actual base. Ooh, hello. Well, there are just a bunch of weapons lying around. I don't see any any personnel. All would be great if you didn't go for martial arts. Yeah, true. Give me a backpack and plenty of food, and I can haul that. I mean, what's another job of adventurers if not scavenger that can fight off monsters? Well, we've discovered the hub. May as well go over there. I feel silly having to angle that. We'll come back once you get a backpack, though. Yeah, no. That's definitely something I should do. The hub's not going to have one of those. Easy money, sort to speak. Yes, easy money, so to speak. Yeah, it actually is a ruined holy outpost as well. Speed up a little bit. Now, because of where I am, I can... That's not Okran's area. I don't think. I know this is an Okran area. This is an Okran area. I say Okran as if that's like what the area is called, but I know for most part the regions are called that. Again, I'm pretty sure that's not... That's the Black Desert. Going in there right now is a death sentence. Crossing this is also very risky. There's also a fucking checkpoint that's run by the Holy Nation here, so getting to the United Cities for anything is tricky. I would just have to basically cut across here. Cut across... Holy Nacionales Okenatines. I don't have a Latin response to that, but yes, that. Yeah, the Holy Nation of Okranites. Fucking bastards. Getting to United Cities is going to be something of a trek, to say the least. Because day or night! That's how the Bugmaster called him. He's pretending to be... Oh! Got it. We don't want to hang out here for too long. Day or night, because of fucking... daytime laser beams. Unless we have, like, heat-resistant clothing. Man, without mods, the hub is really fucked, isn't it? No, don't the beams stop during the night? Yes, they do. But in response... Or was I tripping that information with the mod? No, but in response, fucking skeleton zombies start running around the plains. So if you don't want to get laser beamed by sun rays, you can be chased by skeleton zombies instead. Pick your poison. Woof. I forgot how fucked the hub is in base game. Let's see. Easy property. This is true. Okay, they... Ooh. Not nearly as profitable as you would hope. Okay, we are definitely going to have to take some exceptional notes when it comes to this stuff. We're going to do, like, running around and trading to any degree. I haven't even nommed on one of our thin fish, so we'll be fine for a while yet. But yeah, the hub is not nearly as valuable a place to trade then. It could be valuable a place to establish something of a base. What's a better property value than a war-torn battle zone where nobody actually wants to take care of anything? Touche. It's also really hard to argue with those prices. But as pretty much a direct consequence, like, there's nothing here. So we'll check out the Lone Shack. Also, sadly, don't have pants. Alright, priority 1. We should probably get some pants. Priority 2. We're gonna need cats. There's always the ruined free weapons base you can always run to. That's true. And that's where I'm going to pull a lot of my, like, early income. But definitely for, like, any amount of trading, it seems outside of the mods that I had installed previously, we're going to have to monitor and keep better track of who wants what and what they're willing to pay for it. Whereas before, it seemed relatively easy. Way fewer people around here. Also, not. They're simplistic. Bought it. Alright, then we know Shek Kingdom City is down here. Again, not allowed to go north. We would know the reason why, because Holy Nation's that way, and they do not appreciate us, so we will head to... Venge. Brain's like, oh, there are so many names in this game, I don't remember this one, because it's, like, you see it once, you're like, oh, that's what that place is called. And then you don't go there a while, and then you go back to it, and you're like, well, you're tied for speed, motherfucker. Worried about the holy guys up north. You remember what's more north of that. That is true. that require moving through their entire territory to get to. Which then I gotta deal with cannibals, and I don't want to deal with that. Ooh, that is an objective now that I remember about that. Because we can take out the cannibal tribes. And by doing so, we kind of do something adventure-y. But we're gonna go say hi to the hivers. What are you doing? Huh? Oh, that's gonna be fun. It's a wolf's den. Or, wait. Well, I am correct. It is a wolf's den. Thankfully. Thankfully, I am correct. They're all fucking sleeping. Game basically saying, you wanna complain? There's always worse, you little bitch. Buckle the fuck up. In so many needlessly harsh words, yes. Yes, that is very much the case. There is indeed always worse in Kenshi. Up until you are what's worse. Which takes a really long fucking time to hit that point, but it can be done. Just for most of the game, and for a lot of it besides, you are not, like, super powered like you could be in many other games. You are just some guy. You gotta work to the point where you're like, needlessly harsh words, is this game's specialty. You're not wrong. Here we go into Vane. Yay, red rain. Which, thank God, that's not acid rain. I don't suspect that the hive is going to pay me very much for rice weed, hemp, or cloth. But we can try. So what do you want from the hiver, boys? We're mostly just learning stuff at this point. Because while the base game was very much played through, first playthrough, let's just say kind of cheesed my way there by grinding my ass off getting relearning. Yes, relearning. But I also, in my first playthrough, just grinded my happy ass off by mining. It feels weird when they don't have a fucking wall like everybody else. Hello? Hi. A human. Right, because my first playthrough, Mana was a Greenlander. What? Excuse me? I'll need to learn how to socialize, man. Oh, there's your... Come see our robotics. You mean your lack thereof? Yeah, they're not paying much either. Well, hi, that's a lot of hivers. Bunch of stick men. You went for the old Minecraft strat of trying to mine for the good shit, when in reality, you can only get good by getting beat up good by other people. Generally speaking, yes, that is exactly how that works. And as a consequence of mining for, like, so much of the early game, I wasn't terribly good at combat for a long while. So then I got good at sneaking. I'll let you figure out what my MO was for most combat encounters as a result. But suffice to say, I changed a lot of geopolitics, and nobody knew where the fuck their leaders were going. neck snap without the snap part, but yes. This game is funny like that. Helpful for at least you have pants. Second option, Assassin's Creed strat, average Kenshi player, learning actual combat last because we're all too afraid to get our asses handed to us. Exactly. You have pants. Okay, fine. I will buy pants. I have pants! They make me worse at running! Fuck! It'll be fine. Can't eat that, sadly. You also sell drugs. 120% markup. You're gonna hit some trouble if I don't find a way to sell my shit. I don't have enough room to get another hemp. We're probably just gonna have to get into some fucking fights. When it comes to armor or anything on your guy, it's like, you want to cover yourself? Fool! You will suffer great nerfs. Taste the power of being naked and afraid. Yeah, but at least we have pants. Pants that do nothing to hide how big Mana's booty is. But, hey. That's what I get for choosing somewhat wide hips. And again, at least we have pants. That is not to be trifled with. Well, I say that, but we're in vain, so, you know, I gotta be careful, because famous last words and all that. Not to be trifled with. Beak thing runs around the corner. Oh, shit! Grillo runs around the other corner. Ah, fuck! God, I gotta be careful what I say genuinely, though, because now I'm like, wait, but what if... what if actually? What if actually one of those was nearby? At that point, hope to distract the beak thing with the gorilla. Yeah, true that. True that. Okay, so we can follow this road down that way. Follow it north. I want to flip a coin. Because I feel like I'm being swayed to meta it and go south because I know the Shek city is there. Heads we go north, tails we go south. It's literally just... Okay, but hold on. I just opened the app, which is flipacoin.app. Because even 100 athletics won't save you from that shit. Yeah, I know. And it's out over here like, cool, you flip tails, but it didn't like anything. I'm like, excuse you? If I flip it again, it's still tails will go south. Now it's heads. We're going north. Because just for right now, we're following the roads, and I'm doing my best not to meta. Is this a bad decision? Why, yes, actually, because there's a city to the south that I could probably sell my shit. This will be interesting. The old 3 heads, 1 tails type of rule. Gotcha. You get it. But I also doubt that it actually flipped the coin, because, like, open page. No. Shriekers will love you. I'm not going this far north. Fuck. Or, oh god. Yeah, no, I am especially not going this far north. God damn. The first playthrough I got into that area, I'm like, what the fuck? Lack of spoilers for those that haven't played Kenshi. There's something very fascinating that goes on up there, but also very stressful. Speed up a little bit again. Worst case, we are getting a lot of athletics training while we are figuring out where the fuck we can offload our stuff. It's one of those situations where I get the feeling that United Cities is going to be our best bet. But, to not, like, meta too terribly hard, we have to start going east. Great base building for easy level ups, though, if you're not 10 stats. Yeah, that's true. Hard to not get those levels when every second of every minute your base keeps getting fucking invaded. Fork in the road. Fork in the road. Discovered another hive village. There's also a nearby nest. Oh! Fuck that! Fuck that! We're going to the hive village. See, that's when you need an auto mulcher. I think the auto mulcher would get jammed several times. Oh, shit! They saw me. Fuck! Keep going! I want nothing to do with you! I've experienced PTSD with having the raid frequency high and setting base in Stope's garden. Oh, why would you do that? Uh-oh. Oh, and I'm down. Ooh. Hey, you know what's really good? Autosaves happen. This is not an Iron Man run. It was my first playthrough and I thought Reavers were Jesus. Okay, so we're just gonna start going that way now? Instead of when we're closer to the fucking beak thing nest? Lesson learned! Honestly, that really wasn't a lesson learned. That was a lesson re-experienced. Didn't explore enough to know about skeleton bandits, skin bandits, crab tournaments. Crab tournaments, but not crab raves. Damn. Pack of Garu. So I think Purple Forest ain't that bad. Touche. If I kept going along this road, I would end up around the Foglands. But then I'd end up in Purple Forest. Which is exactly where I don't want to go. For meta reasons. Anything with the words stove and base, in the same sentence I presume, give you the 2,000 yard stare. Yeah. We're in Dreg. God, we are 16 athletics and still ones across the board. And we are now in another Hiver territory. I assume because they're the same faction, they won't buy my shit for any higher, but we're going to find out. Sometimes we can be pleasantly surprised. Sometimes. Their prices actually did change. Well, what do you know? Ceramic bowl, pearl cup, pearl vase. Yeah, their prices did actually change, it looks like. So I did way better that exact playthrough in Stove's Gamble, funnily enough. Don't help that these are plated. Well, I guess it's really dependent on the territory that we're in, huh? And there's only so many more cats that I can get off of this, so we'll sell that. Because we bought it at like a negative discount anyway. The hemp, I'm actually gonna treat it the same. The fabrics. A luxury good like the pearl vase would probably sell really well in the United Cities if I had to guess. That doesn't seem like a good idea to try to sell otherwise. Love to pick up grand fish, but it's way too fucking expensive. Armor plating is a little too pricey. That is a positive modifier, so it's harder to sell. Once you research hydroponics, Stove's Gamble actually becomes a really good defensive region. Noted. Would that I had more money. I'll actually buy some gears. Weird thing to upgrade to. I get the feeling that if I can find any tech scribes, like, that's going to be a good thing to have there. Or, hell, anybody else, even. Because we got what we got. I don't think they'll sell well in the swamps, but we're going to start making our way back. Hi? I wasn't... Oh, come on! Ah! Don't go in the mist, okay! Not much! I'll pass. Look, I don't have that much money. Look, I really don't. Nope! Run! Run! Run from the gorilla! He will eat me alive! In fact, he is trying to eat me alive! Help! Okay. Woo! Ah! Come on, man! Christ alive. Alright. Ads are coming up here in like the next 10 seconds. Get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere, because we will be back with a little bit more Kenshi. My god. I will see you guys in a bit. Ads are done again. I gotta pay more attention to the ad length. We're back. Because what I've experienced by luck is that if you make enemies with Holy Nation and United Cities, they'll try setting attack raids, but get absolutely obliterated by Venge. Of course, turrets and walls for the Reavers and others, but that's the price for a guarantee of nothing reaching you from the north. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, fair enough. Oh, that's fun. That's fun information to have, actually. Okay. Again, we're gonna go back on our bullshit and let's go over there. Is the gorilla gonna come after me? Gorilla was right fucking there. We have a run speed of Or beat my monster, get meat for food. That is one way to go about it. You're not wrong. Hello, Hisa, how is you? Is the singular character, and while it's not Iron Man, I still want to play with a little bit of, like, sound reasoning. Although that would also be more free cats. Oh, I hate that you're right. I gotta make a backseating command. Because technically backseating is not allowed. Technically, you're right. This is going to end poorly! Run! Flee! Help! Help me! Help me, Hyverts! Please do not leave me to die! Less me running to the guard, more... We're all just gonna gang up on that thing. Huh. Ack! Be in there! God, look at that! Like I said, not incorrect. But we're not going to the guard die. You can also get there quick. You're not wrong, and I knew this already. We're not going to necessarily listen to backseating from now on, but I do agree that that was the play. Where's the shopkeeper? Hello? Oh. God. Stop fucking hiding from me. Jesus Christ. Here. I can't eat this, and it would require me to actually cook it. So you can have it. You're gonna get more use out of that than I will. If nothing else, we had the athletics to take advantage of that, so... what I am going to miss is that I'm not going to have colored equipment. Sad, but that's how it goes. Alright, buy that. Can I afford... It's only for 1746. I actually do want to see if I can't get close to its base price. I think you'll be able to build a campfire and grill some meat. You're not wrong. I think I can. But my 2 thin fish will be fine. Which, I know that's gonna look weird, but I'll be fine with just that. Now I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy a grand fish. Now I'm really fine. Oh my god! That is such an ass ass copper resource. Holy shit. All right, now let's hit the road again. Jeez. No, that's true. Well, fingers crossed I can actually sell these at a reasonable uptick, because that would be a nice little gain of profit. Because we'll see the best gain in profit for the Adventurers Guild, both when we can down something like a Gorillo with help. God. Is this how the Adventurers Guild is going to get its start? We're going to be troublemakers that come running to town like, help! Help! I'm being chased by a fucking beak thing! There is no fucking possibility that that is what's going to happen unless my athletics is like 70? But is that how we're gonna be? Goddamn gutters. Speaking of beak things, that's why I'm making this instead of just completely following the road, because I don't want to fuck with that. Like, they have a whole net now. God damn it. Okay, hear me out. He's really injured if I just bop him once in the chest. Have at thee! Ow! That was my leg. Ow! That was my chest. Ow! That was my head. Ow! That was my chest. Fuck! Ow! Why'd I think this is a good idea? Oh, yeah, no, I'm fucking dead. Let's not do that. Look, if the martial art, like, stuff would have let me get a punch in, then sure, but nah. Because he should be at, like, KO point threshold. Ah, shit. Okay, that beak thing is ignoring me. Why are there two of them? Okay. We are going to need to fucking train by fighting some starving bandits or something, because good God. Okay, this apparently counts as a different Hiver village, so they buy and sell things at a different price. So maybe they'll buy the gears for something. Probably not, but we can always check. God damn. The sooner I can recruit somebody to help save my sorry ass, the holy fuck, I didn't see those beak things. Well, apparently neither did they see me. We might want to just chill out in the High Village for the evening. No reason. God damn. I didn't think I would run into so many beak things and gorillos. But here they fucking are, just spawning and shit. Like Christ on a bike, man. I'm zoomed out because, like, it's already dark and I'm looking at, like, what the stream sees, and I can barely see shit. Got a nice looking skybox, though. They don't have an inn. I'm now realizing why this isn't the best of solutions. Why is there another goddamn gorillo? That one is fully healed, even. I was hoping they would have some torches or something. I'm not allowed to take advantage of that bed, am I? Nope. Fuck. Okay, that gorilla is minding his own business. Because I would like to make it so I only really crank up the speed if I can, like, sleep somewhere, but then that leaves this. Okay, it's actually 800. That's not bad. I don't want to spend 800 cats just to sleep somewhere. I'm not a fan of paying 200 cats, but I will sooner pay 200 cats. Alright. Welcome, no. I'm trying to fucking sleep. And we're just gonna chill out here for the evening. Knocking over all the soda bottles and cans that I have yet to throw into a bag. I live in a state of the United States where it's technically illegal to throw them away. And you get a 10-cent rebate when you throw them where you're supposed to. Each. Which, where I used to live, that was not a thing. So trust me when I say, I'm used to it, and I still think it's weird. Because you used to just throw them in the recycling bin. America, am I right? Okay, we're reasonably just chilling out until the sun rises. This also helps with the hunger rate, because as you can see, hunger hasn't stopped, but we don't have to worry about it as much. And there's the sun. All right, get the fuck out of here. And hopefully I run into fewer creatures on the way back. Hopefully. Just knocking everything over today. But we are good. We are safe. For now. If I can, I might want to pick a fight with some hungry... Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about the dog nest! Okay. Let's take a second. Breathe. You'd think a full night's rest would actually help you remember that that's there. But I am not my in-game character. Also, I'd be so fucked if I was. My fiancé is home. The rain just suddenly stopped. I mean, I guess sometimes it's how it feels, though. There a couple of animal skins, a raw meat, and a bunch of prototype grade equipment. Oh, that's specifically a rebel base. Same faction as, excuse me, the hub, but... Yes, iron. Okay. Okay? Okay. Just didn't want to get devoured by dogs. That didn't seem like a good way to go either. Do a quick save. We are going to stop by the hub, and we're going to see if they will buy our gears for anything. I didn't ever check with the hive. Oops. Oh well. Oh, copper. Almost buried, even. They only have the bar here, but... the bar is something. They do got some recruitables. Photo, who... I don't know if they're Greenlander or a Scorchlander. Well, let's check and see how much they'll buy the gears for. Not good prices. That is very not good, in fact. Why are you selling green fruit for an uptick? The fuck? Like, excuse you? I know, we are very much going to have to start taking note of, like... how much they're willing to pay. Pacifier for the hounds. But... oh, chew sticks. I'm like, is that a fucking skeleton hand? It's just somebody's house. Anyone here if the caravans made it back? Oh no, buddy. I don't think they made it back. Well, next place to check's gonna be the swamps, and if not, I'm gonna see if I can't go to the cities, which that'll be fun. Try selling at Rot first. What's gonna be a good route to get back to Rot? I am not a pathfinding robot, so I feel like this route's the best. Like, actually, though. I didn't bring snacks. I don't know what we're talking about. I just saw the waveform of the microphone moving, so I assumed you all heard me digging around in my snack bag. Something over there. It was like the streamer who eats while they're streaming? Blasphemy. Yeah, I'm human. At least as far as you're aware. Yes, Marnie Barney? I have a cat mewling at me. I have like 30 minutes before I feed you. So sassy. Speed up again a little bit. And we'll come around this way. When you're just managing the one character, this isn't so bad, but when you're not, one of the reasons why I haven't been taking notes on, like, who's paying what in what areas is just because, like, already we got very limited gameplay because of just, we've got the singular character. This is the Kenshi experience when you first play. It's not the most exciting thing, especially when you're running from all the combat, which is, like, half of the reason you should play the game. Combat. There is a bandit camp there or something. Get close enough to determine what it is. Yep, and it is indeed a bandit camp. Cool! That wouldn't be fun. Keep following the road. But yeah, I'll probably conclude, because I've got some chores. Well, I'll conclude soon-ish, because I've got some chores I need to handle tonight. But it is good to, like, at least get the first step, which is the hardest step, of this project started again. And we will see if some of the AI fixes that I left on, are what break invaders when they get into your buildings, or not. I'm gonna hope not. I suspect it might have been that in combination with something else. Red sabers. I can't see them well unless I'm zoomed all the fucking way in, so... Go through the water. Slow as you are in the water, this is like the one way that we can evade them. Piss. Oh, God. Get off your pants and run! Oh, good. You're faster. Not by much. I get this bad feeling I'm not going to be able to outrun them for very long. Also, I don't know how that maths. Also, we just clipped through that tree. Hello, what? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, good. That one's still going. I mean, they probably won't stop. Even if I can get the guard to help fight back. Even before that, really. Oh, but got caught up on the geometry. really going to try to cut through the mountain? Oh, oh, ha, dummies. Okay, we're good. Just keep evading combat for right now, because if we do get taken down and we're at negative, there's not a very good likelihood that we'll survive. Oh boy. But yeah, no, this is going to be interesting, because I've never built a base in the swamp. Not that I've played terribly many playthroughs of this game, but I haven't built a base in the swamp. And thus my expectation would be that the swamp base is going to get a lot of harassment from spiders, maybe some swamp raptors, but will mostly be fine. Mostly. One thing I want to relearn is if selling to swampers gears is a thing, which it probably isn't, but I would rather learn the hard way than to pass up on them, because... Are you still? God damn. Well, I'd rather find out the hard way that they don't than to pass up on them, try to find someone better when they would. If that makes sense. You missed. Mana, what is your pathfinding doing? I'll tell you what it's not doing. Making sense. Nope, you keep going. That was our starting town. Nope, get inside. I was gonna say, that fence exists, you know. Oh, he's fucked up. I think it's cargo pants. Hey, you sell the fish and the drugs. They don't seem to really be a thing. But I now have pants. They are stolen pants, but they are pants. Okay. We can buy hemp, we can buy rice weed, sell it for a profit elsewhere. In fact, it's real easy to sell for a profit because we buy it for almost 50% value here because it's minus 25%. Okay, we will have to learn more specifics, but be able to get something, it seems. Buy some tools. That might sell okay. Okay, as far as food goes, Gohan is actually discounted here in the swamps. Which would make sense, because it's already using rice plus vegetables, which both are grown plentifully here in the swamps, and that is a lot of nutrition. Let's buy a couple tools. See if I can't make that work somewhere else. This is gonna be rough. We're gonna have to learn this the hard way. Okay, let's make a hard save. And while it's only been a couple hours, which is not a lot of progress for Kenshi, that's about all the time I had today, so I'm gonna end stream here. But I do plan to return to it on next week on Thursday. We are going to make a fucking Adventurers Guild, so while I conclude, let me put in the to-do list. I am gonna have to look around the swamps and figure out, like, you know, get the lay of the land. Spawn. So I'm writing down, get the lay of the swamps, as our first outpost should be there, just because of spawn. We got no other reason. Figure out... Right now we know swampers sell rice weed and hemp cheap. That's the other one. We all like recruit someone. We gotta recruit one more person. Like, we're flat broke. And sell the weapons from ruined outposts. Like, I think those are the big things. Like, we just need to make more cats. That's gonna be the to-do to remind me what the fuck we were up to last time. But yeah. And then as we recruit some characters, we'll start getting some names in and start developing more characters. Because for right now, running martial artist Mana has not gotten into many fights, if any, at the moment, and is not very good at fighting, which kind of need to be if we're going to be adventuring and guilding and adventure guilding. But at any rate, let's conclude and go raid somebody. Folks, thank you very much for sticking around to the end of the stream. Your time is one of your most valuable resources, and I appreciate you spending even a minute of it here. Gives me folks to yammer at, talk to, show off cool games like Kenshi. While this is a much slower game, hopefully as we get deeper and deeper into it, we will start to see more of its coolness start to show itself. With that said, let's raid somebody. I'm thinking Dove, because Dove is streaming. following. I think, yeah, Dove's looking to wrap up their Final Fantasy V 4 Job Fiesta, which I am hoping to do more progress of tomorrow, provided that I am feeling up for it and not completely dead exhausted, which I was worried I was going to feel a little exhausted today. Thankfully, I didn't. I was also planning on taking a nap, but I had some things to do, and when I got home, I was like, I'm feeling awake. Let's just stream. And for the entirety of the stream, I was actually awake. So, cool, right, Dove? No, I didn't take a nap midstream. But anyway, folks, again, please remember you are always welcome here at Mana's Potion. And I will see you guys next time. Well, fine, I'll feed her then. Jeez. Alright, fine. She does have 20 minutes.